And we're back for another episode on the Weight Loss for Women 40 Plus podcast. Now, I am bringing to you something a little bit different. I just put up an Instagram post. Doesn't matter what day it is, you're probably listening at different times and days anyway. I just put up a post kind of a little bit about myself. So, me personally, I don't care for a lot of things in life. I obviously care about my business, my staff, my partner, and I care about the car that I drive. Everything else, I don't really have, a lot of skin in the game on. Like I rent a fully furnished apartment. I don't care really about furniture. I sold all of my shit after a bad breakup. Sorry, not it wasn't even a bad breakup. After a breakup of a long-term relationship a couple of years ago, I gave the partner most of it. Sold half of my shit, so I really could just move around freely. So I didn't have to lug, you know, fucking tens of thousands of dollars of furniture everywhere I wanted to go. I like quite minimal lifestyle. Like I've got my clothes, I've got my computer, I've got my office set up, and I've got my car. That's about it. I don't want to live in a big house. I don't care about gardens. I don't care about lawns. I did enough of that shit growing up. Thanks, mum and dad, for the trauma. But I'll probably really never get into that ever again. I like to live in a warm place. I live in the Gold Coast. I like it warm. I like it populated. I like people around. That's me. That's me personally. That's not everyone's cup of tea. I understand that, but that's what I like. So, but there's one point that I added to the post that is probably the most important part about my life, and that is feeling good within my skin. I will tell you now, I will do anything and everything in my power to look good. And it has nothing to do with other people, has nothing to do with my partner, has nothing to do with my family. It only has to do with me. Because I am the person that's going to look at myself in the mirror or in a reflection, not just once per day, but multiple times per day. I'm on camera all the time. Videos with my team, creating content, filming for YouTube, for Facebook, for Instagram, you name it. Filming content. I am looking in the mirror when I brush my teeth twice a day. When I have a shower twice a day. I'm looking in the mirror when I get changed. I'm looking in the mirror when I'm putting on my deodorant. I'm looking in the mirror at the gym. I'm looking at the mirror in the reflection of my car, my review mirror. I'm looking at myself, man, it could be dozens of times a day. What about yourself? How often do you look at yourself in reflections, in photos, in videos? It might not be naked. You might not be like, well, I don't want to look at myself naked, don't want to confront that. But you're looking at yourself constantly throughout the day, multiple hours a day, always looking at ourselves. So if I am unhappy with something in my life and I'm looking at that thing that I'm unhappy about, what impact do you think that's going to have on me? If I'm looking at my body and I'm not happy with my body and I'm looking at that multiple times a day, dozens of times a day, subconsciously and consciously, what impact is that going to have on me and how my life is? Well, it's actually going to be a huge impact. Because if you're constantly looking at something that upsets you, how can you be a super happy person? Yes, you can be happy with your kids and your family and your work and your social life, but the core of you is your body and your appearance. Whether you want to openly admit that or not, we are all deeply affected by our appearance. And if it is not a thing that brings you joy or that you're proud of or that you're happy about, I honestly can say it's going to have a negative impact. So yes, material things are nice. And don't get me wrong, I have a nice car. I really love my car. I like my clothes, all that kind of stuff. My house, it's good. I didn't furnish it, whatever. I don't really give a fuck. But my body is the thing that I'm going to be looking at constantly. I am in it. When I am intimate with my partner and there's a mirror, I can see it. She can see it. When I am at the beach, people can see my body. When I'm at the gym, people can see my body. When I'm at work, people can see my body. So if that thing is not making you happy, then I urge you to do something about it. I urge you, because the reason I am doing it is because I know the impact that it's going to have. We as a team at Bliss Body U have trained more than 1,500 people I grew up in a town of 3,000 people. That means 50% of the population technically is the amount of clients that we have worked with. So we have talked to a lot of people. And whether you say it openly, whether you say it out loud, those thoughts are running through your head. So if we can get people happy with their body, if we can get people feeling good within their skin, their life is going to improve because they are the center. You are the center of your life. And that's the one thing that we are really proud of. I can tell you now, like hundreds and hundreds of transformation stories and testimonials and interviews we've done with clients, that their life improves exponentially by working on themselves. Yes, people come in for weight loss, but what they leave is with their life back. They feel good at the position of where they are within the setting of their life. That's the gold. I can tell you right now, if you're feeling good, if you're feeling happy, you're less stressed. If you're less stressed, there's going to be less mis-emotion, within your life on a day-to-day basis. I'm telling you now, our clients are so fucking good. Like, they are so happy with where they're at. You might see the before and after photos, but my God, if you saw the before and after like interviews, like when we first talked to them to when they left the program and graduated, you would be honestly shocked. You would literally run into this person and think they've been fit their whole life. You're just like, oh, they're the fit person, man. I'd love to be like Sandy. She's so happy. She's so fit. She's so confident. But they didn't start like that. They started maybe where you are right now, wishing for a change, wanting for something different, to have a body maybe that makes them feel confident and proud. Maybe that's you right now. I can tell you right now, that's definitely where our client started. I literally just signed up a lady just then. She just got started and she's like, I want to be a role model for my kids. Single mum, widow, 2 kids, a boy and a girl, teenagers, very impressionable. And she's like, look, to be honest, I've done a lot of inner work. I'm quite proud of the work that I've done on the inside, except I just don't feel it reflects my outward appearance doesn't reflect what I feel internally. I feel like I've done a lot of things on my mindset, but I can't get my body right. And I feel like there's a disconnect between how I feel and how I present. And this lady has quite a social job. Like, she's out in front of people all the time, and she's feeling right now that there's a misalignment of what's presenting and what she feels. And she wants to feel as good as she is on the inside, on the outside. She wants to look good. She wants to be healthy. She wants to be toned. She wants to feel into clothes that, fit into clothes that makes her feel confident. She wants to learn how to maintain her weight. She understands that, yes, she's lost weight in the past by doing restrictive behaviors, but she doesn't want to keep doing that. She's getting older. The metabolism's getting more beaten up. The hormones are changing. So she can't keep relying on the old and outdated weight loss tricks that worked in the past. She'd only lost less than 6 kilograms in 12 months, half a kilogram a month doing it. And she had to restrict herself so hard to achieve such minimal results. I said, oh, I'm so glad that you're here. I'm so glad that you were brave enough to take the first step to book in this call and have a chat to me. Because I'm confident that what we do would actually work for you, based on everything you're telling me, based on the clients that we work with, based on the coaches that we have. So if you are here listening to this podcast and you're like, wow, that woman sounds like me, then you're not alone. I urge you to seek out some help. I don't even care if it's not with me. Just get some help. Get a coach. Get someone to help you keep you accountable. And accountability isn't the bloody Biggest Loser having the commando fucking screaming at you. That's not accountability. That's borderline fucking abuse. Accountability is like talking to me right now. You'd have a call with me or a Zoom with me and me just going, hey, how's the week been going? What can we improve on? Hey, you lost weight last week. That's amazing. Let's just rinse and repeat and do the same thing this week. Like, you don't have to continuously change the game plan. Once you learn the proper techniques and strategies of how to lose weight, how to tone up, how to maintain it, my gosh, it's easy. It'd be like riding a bike. Even if you haven't ridden a bike in 20 years, I guarantee you could hop on a bike and probably ride it. Yeah, you'd be a little bit rusty, but you'd have the skills. My ladies in 10, 15 years time, if they start putting on any weight, they go, okay, I just got to remember the strategies of losing weight, toning up and maintaining it, and get back on track because they've learnt the skills. So if right now there's a gap between where you are and where you want to be, you don't have the skills or the knowledge, or maybe you're lacking a couple of things because you're not getting the results that you want, or it's not happening quick enough or as fast as you would like, get a coach, reach out. If you're a woman over the age of 40, then I've got an application link down below in this podcast. If you're watching on YouTube, I've got a link there for the application form where you can even book in a call. Hit me up on my socials. Type in Josh Humphreys or Bliss Body U. Instagram, Facebook, you'll find me. I'm bloody everywhere. And reach out to say, hey, I need some help. I can't keep doing this. What I'm doing right now is not going to get me to my end goal. It might get me halfway there, but then I'm going to restrict so hard and then I'm going to put all the weight back on. If you're sick of riding that hamster wheel, get off the hamster wheel and actually take some action. All right, ladies, that's the message I got for you today. Lots of love. Keep kicking your goals, and I'll hopefully see some of you booking calls and I can have a chat to you one-on-one or be my team members. It's not just me, remember. I've got a big team. So, all right, ladies, keep kicking goals. We'll catch you in the next one.